the case with the most absurd twists that is just revealed. Michaela Garechtlow. Welcome to today's video, where we'll examine perhaps the most baffling and awful case throughout the entire existence of California. This case involves a young girl named Michaela Garechtlow, whose abduction shook the entire community and sparked a nationwide search for her. Thanksgiving break began on November 19, 1988, and two best friends, Michaela Garechtlow and Katrina Rodriguez, decided to take their first solo trip to a grocery store 2 blocks from home. Much to their dismay, that this excursion would turn out to be an extraordinary occasion for Michaela and her loved ones. Hayward, California was a peaceful and diverse community, and Michaela's family lived near Cal State University. Her parents, Susan and Rod Garechtlow, had been blessed with Michaela after 5 years of reproductive therapy. Michaela was an energetic and obedient child, but her mother was overprotective and never let her kids out alone. And she was right to be cautious, as child abductions were on the rise in the 1980s. On November 19, 1988, Michaela and her best friend Katrina went to a grocery store to get some snacks. While they were examining occasion arrangements, a man got Michaela by the midriff and tossed her into the secondary lounge of his vehicle. Katrina was frozen as she watched her friend being taken away. The police were informed immediately, and a massive search operation began. The case took several turns, with the authorities pursuing several leads and suspects. The investigation was at first centered around a 30-year-old white man with a mustache in a burgundy or maroon vehicle, as portrayed by an observer. Be that as it may, the lead ended up being an impasse. The main eyewitness, Katrina, shocked investigators by describing the kidnapper as an early 20s white male with long, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes, and severe acne scarring. She also said he had fox eyes and looked right at her but didn't see her. This new description of the kidnapper led to a renewed search, but the police failed to find any concrete evidence. The case gained national attention, with Michaela's face appearing on milk cartons and missing posters distributed throughout the country. San Francisco 49ers quarterback Joe Montana even offered a reward of $75,000 for information leading to Michaela's recovery. However, despite receiving around 5,000 tips in the first year after her abduction, the police were unable to find any substantial evidence. In 1991, a prison inmate from Indiana claimed to have helped a friend hide Michaela's body in a gladulous field in Union City. Detectives initially considered it a fruitless search, but after the inmate went to the media, they found darker leads with each new investigation. In 1991, a sewage treatment facility worker named Timothy Binder was also investigated for his odd behavior and interest in missing children. Despite being arrested for luring 2 youngsters into his van, the charges were dropped. Years went by, and the case remained unsolved until August 2012, when one half of the Speed Freaks duo, Wesley Shermantine, approached the Stockton Record about Lauren Herzog's suicide. Shermantine ordered detectives to excavate a Linden, California well where the couple had deposited their victims. Michaela's bone fragments were found in that well, confirming her death. However, it wasn't until December 21, 2020, that Michaela's family finally received some closure. David Misch, 61 in 2022, was charged with kidnapping and murdering Michaela after modern technology linked his fingerprints to the scooter in 1988. Misch had a crooked record tracing all the way back to his teen years, with convictions for robbery, rape, and improper detainment. Despite his criminal history, Misch had avoided punishment for decades until DNA evidence linked him to the 1986 Fremont double murder while he was in prison for Margaret Ball's murder. Misch was subsequently charged with murder and 2 extraordinary circumstances while in prison, which could lead to a life sentence. Hayward Police Chief Tony Chaplin stated that, quote, "The disappearance of Michaela Garechtlow was a tragic story that gripped the Bay Area for decades. We were not going to stop the search for Michaela's body, and we remain hopeful that we will find her remains." Michaela's father, Rod Garechtlow, expressed relief that a suspect had finally been caught after so many years and expressed hope that Misch would reveal the location of Michaela's body. Sharon, Michaela's mother, had lost her fight against metastatic cancer and passed away in May of 2022. Sharon's blog, which was originally titled Dear Michaela, was renamed Seeker's Road in honor of her daughter and became a chronicle of her efforts to locate her daughter after she went missing. Eddie Castillo, who represented Mish in this case, stated that the investigation was based on garbage science and that it was preposterous that a handprint match was found all of a sudden after 32 years had passed. He was under the impression that the authorities had made the accusation against Mish in an effort to hasten the conclusion of the investigation. The case of mistaken identity cost law enforcement the first 48 hours of Michaela Garecht's investigation, kept the family guessing for decades, and may allow an alleged killer to deny involvement and hide a little girl's body. All of these things occurred during the investigation into the disappearance of Michaela Garecht. David Mish is charged with 3 counts of murder in addition to 1 count of kidnapping, and his trial has not yet taken place. Regardless of the outcome, Michaela's story will serve as an inspiration to those who have suffered terrible tragedies. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next video.